Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You're watching Leisha Time, and today I decided to do my first fight story. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna go all the way back to when I was in 6th grade. I wouldn't say that I was a popular kid, but I was quiet. People knew of me. This one particular day, I got on a bus in the morning. Buses in the morning are usually quiet, and so it wasn't really anything strange, I wasn't having any problems with anybody on the bus, but there was this one girl who was constantly getting bullied by the girls on the bus. So there was this one girl, I'm gonna just name her T. I really don't remember her name, but we're gonna call her T. So T, she was more of she was the starter of every mess. Everything was because of her. She would bully this girl so much. It came to the point where she hit her a couple of times, just didn't like her for I don't know why. The girl was very quiet, I've never seen her do anything to her. So that day, we all had gym together. So that day I was at gym and I seen a girl that was getting bullied on my bus, and I told her, well, you can come sit with me, maybe they won't mess with you. And I continued my school day, got on a bus in the evening. The girl sat with me like I told her to, and we were talking, and then all of a sudden T got up. They sat in the back of the bus. We sat kind of towards the front in the middle. T got up and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna beat her up. I can't wait to get off this bus. We're gonna beat her up, stuff like that. And I'm just like, why won't they leave you alone? I didn't think it was me. I didn't think they were talking about me. So I was like, why do you want to fight you so bad? What's going on? So the whole ride, T is just like, yeah, I'm gonna beat her up and this, that, and other. So I'm just like, let's just ignore it. So, we just continue to talk about random stuff. So then we get off the bus. Guys, I get off the bus because the stop that I got off was with T and all her friends. The other girl that was getting bullied, she'd get off at a stop later than I do. So I get off the bus and I have to walk in front of the bus, to get to the sidewalk. I get on the sidewalk and I feel a shove from behind and I fall forward. I immediately just start thinking, oh my god, it's just it's one of those boys, because the boys were very touchy and they like to hit on you when they liked you, just stuff like that. So I just get up and I'm just like, okay, what the hell? So I turn around and T, she is in the grass. She's just like, yeah, come on, let's fight. And I'm just like, you just pushed me. What? Why? I take my school bag off and I run, because she wasn't on the sidewalk. She was in the house's part of the grass. She was that house on the corner, had the front yard. She was standing right there in the grass. And she's jumping back and forth, and she's like, yeah, we're gonna fight. And I'm just so confused. So, of course, I'm already mad. I'm just like, yeah, come on, let's fight. So we start fighting or whatever. We end up tussling on the floor, on the grass and stuff like that. And, all of a sudden I just feel my brother just pull me up, and he's just like, come on, no, let's go home. So I go home and tell my mom, yeah, we gotta fight. And she's just like, don't worry about it, just leave me alone. So I get on a bus, because we didn't fight on school grounds, so we didn't get in trouble or anything. I get on the bus, T's not on the bus. So I'm just asking the girl, not the girl that was bullied, but this other girl that's sitting in front. I'm like, do you know what was going on? Do you know anything? Because we all had gym together. The majority of the people that was on the bus had gym together. So I'm like, did you hear anything? I'm confused, what's going on? And she's like, well, when you was at gym and you told that girl to come sit with you, nobody was gonna mess with you. T wanted to show you a lesson. I'm like, wait, what? And she's like, yeah, she's gonna fight you again after school. And I'm like, wait, she wanted to fight me because I told the girl to come sit with me? And she's like, yeah. So we all go to gym. T, she didn't tell me anything, but her friends, for some odd reason, they were being nice to me. They were like, oh, we're sorry about T, just stuff like that, just trying to befriend me. And I'm like, I'm nice, I'm sweet, I'm easygoing. I'm just like, okay, yeah, you know, cool. They're like, yeah, can we play with you at gym and stuff like that? I was like, yeah, cool. So, you know, we having a good time. We, you know, I forgot about the fight. I forgot that she wanted to fight me and everything. I wasn't really worried about that because I wasn't a mess maker, and I didn't like to entertain stuff like that. So I'm just like, okay, you know, you want to come chill with me? That's cool. So we're walking around gym, you know, PE, having fun. Oh, we're not. I get back on the bus. T's on the bus, and she's hyped. Like, she's just like, I'm gonna beat her ass. And, you know, we get off the bus again. So we get to my bus stop. I wasn't scared or anything. I thought she was bluffing. I thought she's not gonna fight me again. So I get off the bus, and instead of her pushing me again like she did, she waited till I got all the way down the street to my block, to my, you know, where I have to turn to walk down to my house. And she runs. I mean, she's running full speed. I'm just standing there. I'm like, I don't want to seem scary, walk away, because I was with my brother, and he was already like, had his back turned to me. He didn't know what was going on. So I didn't want to seem scary, so I waited there. And she's running, I mean running, and she's like, yeah, come on, let's fight again. And I'm like, do I really have to bust your ass again? So she throws the first lick. Wow, she misses. We start fighting, ended up on the ground. We fought for like a good, I would say good 5-10 minutes. It was really long, to the point where like the cars, they had like a street load of cars just standing there watching. Instead of breaking it up, see young girls fighting, grown men, women just standing there watching. And everybody, I didn't notice like the bus was packed because there was people, I guess, who knew T wanted to fight me, came and, you know, wanted to watch and everything. So we're fighting, you know, stuff like that. And I guess my brother finally realized that we were like fighting. He came and he pulled, like, she ended up on top of me. And he came and she had her book sack on. I don't know who fights with their school bag, but she had her school bag on. He yanks her by her school bag and just like, get off my sister. So that's what ended the 10-minute fight. So, you know, I'm walking home, and my brother's like, yeah, she got in a fight again. And my mom was like, you know what, that's it. T's mom actually called my mom, T's mom called my mom and asked her, can we have a sit down? And can we talk about what's the problem? So my mom's like, yeah, because the next time your daughter put her hands on my daughter, I'm calling the police. Because T, she had like a very bad history of stuff that she used to do. She's always fighting. She's always getting into trouble, just getting into stuff that she's not supposed to get into. So her mom at this point was already fed up. So they come to the house, guys, and I kid you not, T, I don't know what I did her. She had a patch of hair going. Like, I mean, she didn't have the thickest hair, but she didn't have thin hair. She came and she's like sitting on a couch and she's holding her face like this. And her mom the whole time was like, put your hand down, put your hand down. Don't be ashamed, don't be ashamed. You started it. You know, speak up now. Why are you fighting her? And she's just like, Mom, I'm gonna go home. Like, I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to look at her. And my mom was like, you know, what's the problem with you and Alicia? Like, why are you fighting Alicia? And she's like, well, I just don't like her. And I'm like, what did I do to you? Because I felt like I had the upper hand. I didn't have black eye. I didn't have anything. Like, the most that was messed up was my hair. And I'm like, what is your problem? Like, you're mad because I told the girl that you were bullying to sit with me? Like, what is your problem? She said her problem was her friends left her to hang with me. She felt like she felt like I was talking bad about her to her friends. That's why her friends came and was hanging with me at PE instead of her, which wasn't the case because we fought the day before. I think she was just trying to like lie to her mom instead of trying to confess that she was bullying a girl and I was trying to like take up for the girl. So I guess she didn't want to seem like she was the bad person, so she blamed it on me for, oh, she talked about me and, you know, my friends don't want to talk to me anymore. So we never got to the bottom of it. I really didn't care. But the week after, all of that happened. I mean, the whole week we was on a bus, we wasn't talking. She transferred schools, and I'm just like, all of that for nothing, because I was trying to take up for someone that she was bullying. So guys, that's my story on my first fight. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any other video requests, leave them down in the comments below. I am also thinking about doing an adoption part 2 story. If you're interested in that, just let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and like, and have a great day. Peace.